Hi guys, you may have noticed that I haven't been making many videos recently, and it's not because I've got bored at all. What it is, I record these videos off my phone, which is a Nokia 5800, which I absolutely love, but my laptop is really slow. I'm hoping that I can get a new one for Christmas. It's unbelievably slow, and I'm basically make a video, say, every day. I have like one day where I'll make about 7 or 8 videos, which would equal to one a day. But then I'll try and upload them, and like only one will go through the app because it's called Nokia Video Manager or something like that. But none of them actually go through, and it just keeps coming up. Error has occurred. So I keep trying to sort it out, but it's just not working. So I keep trying to carry on filming the videos, and then hopefully be able to sort it out later. But I think I've managed to find out what the problem is, hopefully. I can't actually film more than one video a day, which is really annoying. That's the only way it'll work if I only film one video, which means that I've been making a lot less videos because I've been out almost every single day, which is really annoying. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a vlog and tell you what I've been up to recently, which is why I haven't been able to upload videos. And I know I said that the next video after my Whitney Port makeup tutorial would be the hair tutorial, but I have just filmed that and my phone shut itself off. So that was annoying. I did just do it, but I just brushed out my hair straight afterwards because it was, I feel stupid sitting here with the hair tutorial and then not being able to upload it. Yeah, long story. Okay, so what I've been up to these like 7 weeks, 8 weeks that I've had off, because I have now officially left high school. I got my GCSE results. I got an A star in history, A in English language, A in English literature, B in maths. I was hoping for an A, but that doesn't really matter. An A in business studies, a B in travel and tourism, and an A and a B in science, and a C in ICT. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. Also, I stayed over at my friend's on the GCSE night, and we had a really funny time. And I went to London, not yesterday, the day before, which will be, what day is it today? Saturday. I went Thursday. Yeah, that would make sense. And whilst I was there, I bought the best jumper ever. And this is it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. It just says I love London. But when we was walking around, like, so many people had them, but they was all quite boring, but I really wanted one. So we was like at this stall, and he was selling one, and the grey one was the one that stood out to me because it's got like all graffiti on it. And I was thinking, oh, it'll be about £10 or something. So I went up and I was like, how much is it? And he goes, £20. And I was thinking, no, that can't be right. But we weren't allowed like proper free time in London because it's an absolute massive place, and that was the only stall that had them. And I knew I wouldn't be going out to London again anytime soon, so I bought it. What else? Oh, I went to London Dungeons whilst I was there. That was really funny. I get scared really easily, and there's 2 rides in there. The rides was fine, but the bit that scared me, there's this room and it's called Sweeney Todd, which I didn't really understand because the London Dungeons is supposed to be an historical place, and it's almost been proved that Sweeney Todd never really existed. But anyway, you're like sent into this room and you're put on these seats, 1 person per like seat, and they're like massive wooden armchairs, and then there's a speaker behind your head, and then this woman kind of comes through, and she's supposed to be the baker. I've never actually watched the film, but if you've ever watched the film, she's supposed to be who Helena Bonham Carter plays. So she comes into the room and she's like, Sweeney Todd will be right with you. And then as she leaves the room and slams the door shut, all the lights turn off, and that's when I started panicking. I'm not scared of the dark or anything, but it kind of worries me that I don't know what's there. Yeah, I can't really explain. I was just getting really nervous because I knew that something was going to jump out at me, and I knew I'd scream like a little girl. And you have these speakers behind you, and through the speakers comes Sweeney Todd's voice, and it sounds like he's right behind you. And like, just, he's like going through all this stuff. I can't really remember because I was panicking so much. I couldn't really hear what he was saying because I could hear my heartbeat in my ears. and then just as he's about to like, you know, shave you, as in cut your throat, the chairs all fall back. Oh my god, I thought I died. Oh my god, I was that scared because the chairs fall back. I mean, they only fall back a bit, not like all the way, otherwise you like break your neck. But yeah, it just absolutely terrified me. And then the lights all turn back on, and Yim like escorted into another room because Sweeney Todd's been captured before he could kill you. And then the Jack the Ripper bit, that was quite good as well. But it didn't scare me because I kind of knew it was coming. Yim like escorted into this room, and these blokes going and like talking about how Jack the Ripper's going to come back and everything. And then just as like the story comes to an end, like all this smoke comes through behind Jack, and I was standing right by the door, and this door swings open. But I mean the opposite way, otherwise I would have been knocked out. Like the door swings open, and there's like a shadow of Jack the Ripper there. But I mean everyone else was kind of scared, but I just had a feeling that was going to happen because like the light kept flickering on and off. But yeah, I really enjoyed London Dungeons. I was surprised that there was 2 rides in there. One of them was a water ride, and I think the drop was backwards. Yeah, the drop was backwards. And the ride wasn't scary. What made me jump was at the end. If you've never been and you want to go, then I've kind of just ruined it for you. But it is really good. Sorry, I should have put spoiler alert. I'll probably put like a little thingy putting spoiler alert for London Dungeon. Anyway, so like as the ride finishes, this woman there's nobody there, and everyone just stands up to get out the boat, and then this woman jumps out at you, who like works there and is getting you off the boat. But oh god, but I was a bit disappointed. I really loved it, but I was a bit disappointed because I was in the queue, and I was like absolutely like terrified. I was just absolutely terrified that something was going to jump out at me, and like I was going to make myself look stupid. And this bloke was like walking down the queue, and he had like this white face paint on, and like blood coming out his mouth, and he said, "You all right, love? You look a bit scared." And I was like, "Yes, I am." And then he goes, "Would you like your flat face slashed?" So I was like, "No thanks." But then later I thought it was something really funny to say. I could have just said, "No thanks, my face is bad enough." But I didn't think of that at the time, so I just made myself look really stupid, and I was absolutely terrified. So then he carried on walking down the queue, and oh no, he didn't. Before he went, I said, "Do things jump out at you?" And he goes, "Yeah, that's our job." And I was thinking, oh no. So, but nothing really jumped out, only the bit when we were in the boat. And the other ride, that boat ride was water, and I didn't get wet, but that was because I was in the middle. If you're at the back, then you'll probably get wet, or at the front. I'm not really sure, but I was in the middle, so I didn't get wet. And the other ride was quite good actually. Not as good as other rides I've been on, but still, I was shocked that it was in there. It's about 20 foot high, and you have like a little lap bar. No, like over the head harness, it's nothing like that. It's just like a little lap bar, and from your legs to the lap bar, and this is the same on absolutely everybody. The gap is about that big. So I was thinking, it can't be that good because, that's a bit dangerous. Every single other ride that's a drop ride has an overhead harness that I've ever been on. But this one's only got a little lap bar, so it can't be that bad. But then it goes up 20 foot, and it's not very high, but like in pitch black, so it feels high because you can't see anything. And then there's like these 3 blokes, and they're talking about your execution. And then just as like they're like sentencing you to death, you drop. And it's supposed to be like you're hanging from a noose. It sounds really gruesome, but it's quite a good day. But I was quite shocked because they let little kids in there and stuff, and there was like pictures of dead people, and I thought, it scared me now when I'm 16, but if I'd have been 8 and I'd have gone, I don't know what I'd have done. I probably would have been crying my eyes out. And there was this little kid that was in our group, and he kept crying his eyes out as well, and I felt sorry for him. What else? I went to the Imperial War Museum in London. That was really good. My friends weren't really that interested, but I love museums. I'm a bit of a geek. There was like it was the bit that we saw, because we only had 45 minutes in there, so I was like running around trying to see as much as I could. But we only managed to get on the ground floor and the lower floor. And the lower floor, that was really good. It had all memorabilia from the first and Second World War, and there was like uniforms and everything like that. There was like trenches, like that. The trenches are really good and they smelt as well. And that's another thing about the London dungeons. It actually smells like rotting things. It tells you on the website that it smells, and I was like, oh yeah, right, it's gonna smell a bit, but it really it stinks. But yeah, anyway, back to the Imperial War Museum. It had like uniforms, like any bit of memorabilia, like medals, anything like that. It had them. There was a Holocaust exhibition, but I've seen like when I did, I think it was RE at my first high school, because I've been to 2 high schools. When I did RE at my first high school, we did a project on the Holocaust, and I was thinking, oh yeah, it doesn't matter, I'll be fine, because I knew it was bad, but I didn't really think that like we would watch it, and we had all pictures, and it made me cry, and I was sick. It just made me really ill. I don't really think that you realise how bad it was until you actually see the pictures. But my mate really wanted to go and see the Holocaust gallery, and luckily we ran out of time before she could go in, because I knew I'd been sick again. It just makes me really, really ill when I think about it. But yeah, we went all around the first 2 World War bits. There was a bit on Northern Ireland, like the terrorism that's there and stuff. Yeah, so I found that really interesting. My friend was a bit bored. I don't really think she got any of it. But yeah, I think she did. But whereas I'm one of them that likes to go and read and everything, I don't know. Like, we had a discussion. He said that she could only spend like an hour in there, and I could spend 8 hours in there. So a bit of a difference. But yeah, we had a really, really good time. The other bit that really freaked me out in the War Museum, it didn't bother my friend, but it really, really terrified me. There was this clock. And it wasn't like a normal clock. It didn't have any numbers on it. All it had was a black dot at the top, and it just moved like that. The hand, it only one hand, and there was this massive number underneath it. It was in the millions, I think. And at the side, it explained what this clock was for, and I was thinking, oh, it's just going to be something stupid. I don't know, like how many days of war there's been or something like that. But this clock, every single time it hit the black spot, another person died of conflict. And there was so many numbers on that. You can't even imagine that amount of people. And it, like, the pace that it was set on, I think it was like every turn is 30 seconds. So every person dies of conflict. A person dies of conflict every 30 seconds. And it really freaked me out, because every time it hit it, you expected to die. I know that sounds really stupid, but it just kind of had that effect. So I'm really freaked out easily. What else? Oh, I was so disappointed. We was on the coach for 4 hours getting there, 4 hours getting back, because there's a bit of a wait between Birmingham and London. Not that much, but decent drive. And we got there. My friend had to use the toilet, so I went with her because I didn't want to leave her on her own. And then we came out, and everyone who was in our class had seen Boris Johnson. Oh, if you don't know who Boris Johnson is, if you don't know who Boris Johnson is, he is the Mayor of London. And I know that doesn't really sound like a big deal, but to me it is, because I don't think I've actually seen a celebrity. I haven't. And I know Boris Johnson isn't exactly a celebrity. He's just an MP, but he's still a big deal because you see him on the television and stuff. And he was actually on his bike going through London. I mean, how strange is that? I don't know whether they were winding us up or not, but everyone seemed really excited about it, so I don't think they was winding us up. But apparently he was really dopey as he was riding through. I was really disappointed, because the day before I'd actually watched, I think it was Have I Got News For You? It was an old one. And Boris Johnson was a guest on there, and I just thought, oh, I would love to see what he actually looks like and how he is. But yeah, I missed it. I think that's everything I've done this week. I went up my local park with some of my friends after GCSE results. Nothing really funny happened, I don't think. Trying to think. Nope, that's it. Bye, guys.